Should the average consumer and gamer be worried about the Activision Blizzard deal? And is PlayStation going to go to the wayside after the fact? Let's get into it. Hey, what is up, all my chill gamers? So today's a little different. I wanted to talk about Xbox and the Activision Blizzard deal because I haven't really touched on it at all on this channel, and I was actually looking at it for the past year and a half. But I really didn't want to. I wasn't really paying attention to it because it is what it is. You know, I don't want to be, I want to be businessman or a market stuff. Like, I don't care. It really doesn't affect me whatsoever as a gamer and consumer because it is what it is. I'm not losing money. I'm not gaining money. I'm just, well, actually I am, because if I have to get Game Pass, I'm actually losing money a month. But it's up to you if it's, worth it to you. I think Game Pass is okay. I think they have some decent games on there, but with this merge, I mean, we're going to have Overwatch, which I think is free now or not. I don't know. I don't play that game. Diablo, Call of Duty, Warcraft, Candy Crush, and I know a lot of people play Candy Crush, StarCraft, maybe more, maybe less. It doesn't matter. The point is, I want to make this video because I really want to express myself, and this is not scripted in any way, shape, or form. I just want to, speak my mind on some opinions I had about the situation. Now, with $70 billion on the table, they offered them, and they're going to acquire them, and FTC, whatever. I think they won their case and everything like that. I think it's up to the UK kind of situation over there in October, to make the final decision. I don't really care. The point is, you as a gamer, right? Are you excited for this to be on Game Pass? Because a lot of Xbox gamers, and I do believe, I think a lot of gamers do buy Call of Duty on Xbox as well as PlayStation. But a lot of gamers on PlayStation were like, well, I don't want my Call of Duty going away. I, for one, don't want it to go off PlayStation, which I know it is not yet. There's going to be a time where it is. But I think that if it's on Game Pass, it's fine. If they're going to make the price a little higher, that's fine. It is what it is. Because you know what? Going to Netflix and I hate to compare the two because it's like, you're watching and listening to one subscription and the other one you're actually playing, you're interacting with the game. So it's two different mediums, and I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, like Netflix raised the price, Spotify a little bit, the prices are going up. It is what it is. It's the world we live in. Food's going up, gas going, it doesn't matter, right? But the only thing that matters is the games. Now, if we really want to think as a consumer point, you're technically saving money. Factually, you're saving money if it's Call of Duty's on the service. What is the full game? What worries me, I don't know if people were saying, like, if I, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard that they're not even putting Call of Duty on Game Pass till 2025 or something like that. I don't know if it's going to be day one, if they actually get it, all the paperwork signed, the dots and the T's and the I's, whatever is crossed, dotted, whatever. I don't know if it's going to be day one on Game Pass. After that, it might wait a year or something to 2025. I don't know, maybe because Sony has a deal with them and Activision 2025, something like that I heard, but it doesn't matter. I want you gamers to tell me in the comments section, what do you guys think? Is it going to save you money with Call of Duty? Obviously, it's going to save you money if it's on there, but are they going to keep the whole game as a whole the way it is now, $60, $70, whatever? It doesn't matter. In Game Pass, or are they going to take some game modes out? Or if you want that mode, you have to buy the full game. It is what it is. They might keep the whole game, and I hope they do. But how does Sony react to this? They get mad saying, oh man, without Call of Duty, we're not going to survive. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? You got great exclusives. And I know, like, a lot of people do not play their exclusives. From PS4 to PS5, there's over how many? 160, 180 million gamers on those two consoles alone. So you figure, like, Call of Duty is your saving grace. Okay. If Microsoft really decides to take it off PlayStation within 10 years, okay, but Sony, let's be realistic. You have 10 years to create a few games, which I know some games are in the works, live service games, multiplayer games, and I get it. But what I suggest as a gamer, if I was a CEO and stuff like that, I would like, you know what? We got to counter this with a game. I'm not just saying any game. I'm not just saying a single player game or just a multiplayer. I'm talking about all these type of games, genres in one, right? If you will. Now hear me out. I know Gears 5 does it. Multiple games do this. You have a single player mode, co-op mode, and a multiplayer mode built in. And I think that, to me, that's what Sony should do. Create a game that's going to blow our minds. And I think they could do it. If you look at the history of PlayStation, from The Last of Us to Bloodborne, the God of War, Horizon, Forbidden West, and Zero Dawn, and multiple other games, Ghost of Tsushima, I believe they can do it. Mighty Keith said it best. If you can't beat them, buy them. I think that's kind of true. To me, if Sony can't beat that, if Sony can't buy them, beat them, I believe Sony can do it with Bungie's help, Naughty Dog, Insomniac, like all these guys. I would come together as Sony under the hood of Sony's umbrella, PlayStation Studios and all that good stuff. I would come together and try to make a really good game. Single player, co-op, multiplayer mixed, like a great story, great, I don't know if it could be a shooter or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, come together, put your minds together, put your thinking caps on, as we heard in elementary school, right? Put your thinking caps on. Come up, brainstorm, come up with a great game, or even bring back the other ones. SOCOM, Twisted Metal, like revamp and reboot these guys. We're waiting. We're here. I'm sure a lot of people will love a brand new Twisted Metal kind of game, or brand new SOCOM right out the box. I think that'll be beautiful. Okay. With what is it, $200 billion in the gaming industry? I mean, that's a lot of money. Like $200 billion. The game industry is worth $200 billion. That is insane to me. Okay, it's insane. Xbox Game Pass has like 25 to 30 million subscribers, and I think that's cool because, you know, they offer day and date games, and you know, if Microsoft can afford that and pay the developers to do it, kudos. Hats tipped off to you. PlayStation, I don't think they could do that. I don't think they have the funds to do that, but I think that they're kind of like understanding what they need to do. Okay, like we got PlayStation Plus Premium, and you know, it's all good. And again, if you haven't played these games, they're on there. You know, if you missed out, like I missed out on a few, there's a few exclusives I have to play and beat, you know. But if you're a casual gamer, there's a lot of variety for you on PlayStation and Xbox Game Pass. You know, I will say, moving forward, I think Sony has a chance, you know, because it really baffles me when they say, well, you're gonna destroy our brand, our franchise with PlayStation. And like, really? So you're hoping and dreaming on Call of Duty? Really? That's messed up. So you don't believe in SOCOM, you don't believe in Killzone, you don't believe in Twisted Metal, you don't believe in any of those? I mean, the list goes on. I'm just thinking of a few off my head. So you don't believe in any of them. That's kind of messed up, man. Sony, I think you need to do better, you know. And I'm not trying to be a fanboy of Sony or Xbox. I'm not a fanboy of anything. I'm just a gamer and a consumer speaking an opinion. And I really do believe that Sony could do a lot better. And I know Spider-Man 2 is around the corner. You know, we got games. We got Mortal Kombat 1, Lords of the Fallen, Spider-Man 2, Starfield coming, and multiple games coming. And I think that it's 2023 going into 2024 is a good year for gamers on both sides, really. There's a lot of talks, again, going back to 30 frames, going, you know, Series S may be holding back some games. And if that is in fact true, okay, and I said this on the show yesterday, even the day before, and, you know, even last week, that your Series S is your entry point, but you're banking on that console. Like, that's your best selling console, because one, it is only $300. But if it's a less powerful console, and if it's not pushing forward like one of the guys said, I forgot his name. Sorry, I'll try to find him. If I can't post it, I do apologize. But I'll definitely pin the comment. Now, the guy, the developer or engineer or whoever worked on Xbox said that the Series S can do whatever the Xbox can do, just at lower resolution. They got Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, it's not my type of game, but I heard that they can't do it because the Series S is limited. And they want to kind of put it on both consoles together, because they don't want the Series S missing out on the Series X, because that's their like more selling console, if you will. And I think that's kind of fair, but not fair. You know, at the same time, it's like, okay, well, nobody told you to go out and make a simmer down console than the Xbox Series X. You guys should have just made a digital version of the Series S for 400, like Sony did. And I get it. You want more players playing your stuff, and I get it. I understand a business point. I get it. For $300, you can't lose out on that. Series S is actually a pretty decent console for what it is, but if it is limited, if it's limiting what the Series X can do, and what developers can develop games on, also holding it back a little bit and said, well, we got to make sure they're both on the same time, because that's our word. Well, then Microsoft, you guys messed up. Phil Spencer, I don't know, you know, it is what it is. I'm just saying, like, they kind of messed up with that situation. Okay, you shouldn't make promises that it could do whatever that could do. Like, a lot of people are saying that, you know, we have to wait for the UK response when they have, I guess, a core hearing or whatever in UK, whatever they're gonna do, you know, in October for the UK. But are you guys excited for this deal to go through? A lot of gamers are excited. You know, one's fanboys over the others saying, that's crazy. We're gonna have all these games and Sony's gonna go downhill. They can't survive, and they're kind of making fun, which I don't understand. I mean, dude, guys, let's ladies, it doesn't matter. We're all gamers at the end of the day, and I think we buy these consoles for their games, but at the same time, can we really say that? Can we really say we buy, well, I bought a PlayStation for God of War. A lot of people do that. Some people do. They buy them just for the exclusive. They play PC for multiplayer games or Xbox for multiplayer, but they buy the PlayStation for their exclusive, or vice versa. It's like a never-ending ordeal with opinions and preferences. It's just crazy situations. But let me know what you guys think, man. Are you guys happy the deal's probably most likely gonna be going through? You guys can't wait for Call of Duty only being $15 to $18 a month. $70 is kind of a lot of money for some people, even up to $100 and some dollars. And you know, I think that having the same kind of game every year is kind of crazy. I mean, when they're not real, I mean, they did implement some things, I get it, but still the same thing: point and shoot, team deathmatch, domination, mixed with other game modes. But I think they need to do a lot better in creating something new for Call of Duty that we haven't seen yet. I think we deserve it as gamers. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. You guys happy about this deal? Are you worried about Sony moving forward? Should they create new games with the help of other developers, studios? And I think they should. I think they should come out of the woodwork with brand new IP that's going to blow people's minds with the help of that developer studio, and that developer studio. I think that working together is probably the best bet you could do, Sony. Anyway, guys, this is it. Thanks for watching the video. As always, stay chill and happy gaming. See you all in the next one. Peace.